Hey, and we're live. I'm sorry, everybody, for the late start. My apologies. Welcome in, everybody. 38 wonderful people in here. My apologies for the lateness tonight. Had a few things going on. So we got a late start. So I'm sorry about that. I thought we were going to be fine, and then something came up. Melissa's helping Mason with something tonight, so unfortunately she is not going to be in here. I apologize. Hope everybody's having a good day. Happy Tuesday to you. Another episode of DISANITY. Welcome in, everybody. Good to have you all here. Just put a couple things on. We're going to do some quick mousekeeping real fast, and then we'll get started. Going to have an abbreviated show tonight. We got a ton going on, getting ready for the move and everything, but I appreciate all of you being here. Let me say, of course, we want to say hi to Dean over at the Live Place. Check out theliveplace.com for family-friendly streams, 24/7. Looking for a certain streamer, certain day of the week, certain time. He is your TV guide of live streams. Be sure to check out the Live Place. Of course, our partner channels are Disney Dan, Steve's World, Desire Dream, and Pete McDevitt. They're all fantastic. Check them out. And of course, our members. I want to say hello to all of our members. Thank you for your extra generosity and loyalty. You guys are amazing, and we definitely appreciate you. Thank you all for being here. And let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Let's see who we got. Wow, we got a ton of you guys here. Sir Euchre's here. Douglas Bailey. Jeannie's here. Andy Cash, Andrew is here. Good to see you. WDW Cash, Genie 52573. AB is here. Jonathan Chong. What up, G? G Wilson's here. Scott Rowe is here. Michaela's here. Michaela Bransky. Make It Blue with Disney Adventure. Welcome in, Caitlin. Keith BDF is here. Cynthia Candy Mom, our first member. Kelsey Elizabeth as well. Let's see who else. William is here. William, good to see you. Rachel's here. Rachel, good to have you here. Shelby Johnson's here. There's Jim. More sunshine, please. Mandy Adams. There's Ron and Meredith, the Doofully crew. Nathan Rita is here. Let's see who else. Samantha Lowe. Alex Kennett. What's up, Alex? Good to see you. I think that's might be everybody. Let's see. I think there's Chris Slimmer. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, my friend. Rex Theme Park Adventures. Jeff Snook. Good to have you guys all here. We got a lot to talk about tonight. I'll try to get through it as quick as possible. Tina McNeil is here. Tina, good to see you. Christopher Jameson, Stephanie Danielle, Christine Hickman. Good to have everybody. Stacy and Douglas Bailey is here. Noah's in the house. Vicky Pauley's in the house. Kim Daniels, Greg J, Al V, Alan Rainey are here. Good to see you guys. Leanne Shervick, Teresa Holmes, Lampwick Lounge, Andy's here. Greg J, I already said hi to him, but I'm saying it again. Rebecca Virginia DIY, and I think we are up to date. Guys, we got tons to talk about tonight. I want to go over a lot of different things with you guys. Some things are going to be not so much a rant as much as it's just going to be talking about different things that's going on and what my opinions on those things are. First, I want to talk about, of course, Christmas week came and went. We had all our streams, Christmas Eve stream. We did 2 New Year's Eve streams. Ryan guy, what's up, Ryan? Ryan McDowell is here as well. We really had a really good time. We had tons of people coming in on all those streams. Some of our better streams for sure. There's Wendy Luga. Welcome in. Wendy, good to see you. Oh, wow, she's on the night shift. Oh, Wendy, I hope it goes well. But we were talking about it afterwards, talking about the Christmas week. We specifically got 820 Chief, Paul Engel, Ben, welcome in, John Hazelton, welcome in, Amy AJC Magic TV, welcome in. Good to have you guys here. Jenny Gilman, welcome in. We were talking about Christmas week, and we got the Incredipass, the highest pass you could get. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. $199. I've been waiting for this tonight. Thank you, Cynthia. It's good to have you here, dear. Thanks for being here. Jeff Owens, welcome in. Super Wayne's here. Hi. Today we will save the Eagles. I don't get it. Wayne, you'll have to explain that one to me, buddy. I don't understand. But we were, oh, jeez, almost fell out of my chair. That would have been good. That would have been good television. My one leg on my chair is broke, so every time I lean backwards, I almost fall out of it. Jason Buckingham, welcome in. So Christmas week, we stayed on property for from the 29th through the 1st. We got the Incredipass because we wanted to be able to experience my birthday and Christmas Eve and Christmas during, at Disney. We'd never done it before. So we did it this year. I learned more with each stream. Thanks, guys. Absolutely, Chris. And I don't know that we'll do it again. I really don't. We've already renewed our passes because we have to renew in January. And we actually went down to the Sorcerer Pass. So we will be not going back during Christmas week again this year coming up. We'll be blacked out again. It's just way too crowded. I did it. I finally said I spent my birthday at Disney. I can say I did it at least, but it's just way too crowded. There's way too many people. They're not nice. Carlos kind of talked about it on his stream earlier. It's just not a great atmosphere. The lines are really, really long. There's tons of people. It just wasn't a fun experience that week. I don't know how people do it. I don't know why they do it. The other thing too is you pay to go to the Christmas party. I feel cheated because if I do go Christmas week, everything I pay for in my $200 for my Christmas party is basically for free the week of Christmas. You get the fireworks, you get the parade, you get the stage show. The only thing you don't get is the eggnog and the cookies, pretty much, because even the character meet and greets aren't anything majorly special. So I kind of feel like I get chipped almost, and I don't know if anybody else feels that way. I just, that's just me. That's just how I am. But I don't think we'll do it again. It just wasn't worth it. Hey, Kelly, the Mickey Bunch, welcome in. Good to see Kelly is here. We also got in here Steve, Stardio Studios. Good to have you guys here as well. I understand. I didn't understand how they gave everybody what we paid for. Right, exactly. I mean, that's part of what makes me really kind of upset is the fact that, I paid a lot of money to go to that party, and then yet people are getting it for free. I don't know. It was just upsetting to me. That's all. But hey, it is what it is. Hey, Mike, welcome in. Good to have Mike here. Character meet and greets are the special part for me at the parties, like Jack and Sally. Yeah, exactly. During Christmas, Halloween party, I get it. But even a Halloween party is exclusive to the party. You don't get it Halloween week for free. Halloween is a better experience than Christmas anymore. I don't know, Jeff. I like the Christmas experience. Sony 4K, welcome in. Good to have you here as well. I like the Christmas experience. I don't know. That week is so bad. I just don't want to do it. Leland Glass, it's been a while. What's up, Leland? Good to see you, my friend. Also, this weekend, I went to Magic Kingdom on Sunday. Decorations were still up. I think a lot of that has to do with Run Disney. Of course, this weekend, we'll roll right into that. I want to talk a little bit about Run Disney. This weekend was the marathon weekend. A lot of our friends were racing this weekend. I hope they did really well. What's up, Ray? Ray Aguiar is here. Jeannie 52573. Michelle the Quilter is here as well. Good to have Michelle here. So I hope everybody did well. Congratulations to all those who ran. But I did want to say we started the stream on Sunday at the Magic Kingdom, and they were still racing. It was really, really neat. We got to get in there, and we saw all the racers go by, and it was really kind of inspirational to see everybody on the sidelines clapping and cheering for them. It's one thing when you're in the race. We've done it. I've done a 5K, and I've done a 10K in the Run Disney events. But when you're racing, you kind of hear it, but then again, you're also kind of concentrating on racing and running and going. Debbie Bernfeld, welcome, and good to have you here. Victor's here as well. There's Victor. Yeah, it's very crowded, Victor, for sure. Pamela Hoffman's here as well. There she is. Let me put her in there. Yeah, it was neat to see that, Andy. I agree 100%. The balloon ladies always finish, Scott. Yeah, they did. But I didn't see them. Hey, Bruce, welcome in. Bruce Lawrence is here. Charles is here as well. This may have been mentioned. Happily Ever After starts April 3rd. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a little bit, Sonny K. We're going to talk about that for sure. But it was really neat to be there. A lot of the signs were a lot of fun signs. The one guy dressed as Maui was there, and they were at the 10-mile mark, and he had a sign that said, "Don't worry, you still look pretty." And I thought that was kind of neat. Very, very positive, very, very supportive, and I like that. That was a first. Well, I will say, if you haven't done a Run Disney event, even if you don't do marathon weekend, they are pricey, but they are a lot of fun. The medals are really nice medals. They're not it's not cheap plastic. They're really nice medals. It's a nice weekend experience. The expo they have the day before the races is really nice as well. The character meet and greets on the runs are usually very, very good. I would recommend you do it at least once. Craig's Robotics, welcome in. Everybody is very upbeat. Everybody's very positive. The only downfall is it's very early in the morning. I mean, the race starts at 5 a.m. You got to get up at 3. You got to get there. You got to get in your corral, and then off you go. But I do think it's worth it. I definitely think it's worth it to try at least once. So that's the Run Disney event. Of course, Festival of the Arts starts Friday, the 13th. This Friday coming up. I can't wait for Festival of the Arts. I have a couple different pieces of artwork I'm going to look into. I tend to lean more towards not the prints. Usually I'll get the real art. I say real art, but the original pieces, only because I just like the original pieces better. Claudia Only, welcome in. Good to see you. The Festival of the Arts starts this weekend, which is really nice. Of course, we'll be going to a couple of the Disney on Broadway shows. We'll take you guys along for some of them. That's going to be amazing. I can't wait to do that. It used to be my favorite. Festival of the Holidays is now my favorite festival, but Festival of the Arts is a close second for me. I really, really, really like it. Candy Tink, welcome in. Guys, 84 you in here. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit that like button. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Disney broke some news today. Some news that people consider big news. I don't consider it big news. And then other things, pretty big news. So we're going to talk about all that in just a minute here, but I wanted to go over a couple of these other things. So Festival of the Arts, it's one of our favorites. We're going to talk about that. I can't wait to see some of the art. I posted the one on Instagram of the Emmett Otter one that Melissa really likes. We're going to try to find that one. There's a couple other ones I saw. But what I really like about Festival of the Arts, and the fruit booths are what they are. The Broadway show is great. I really like the new art. To see what art comes out this year that wasn't there last year. There'll be a lot of repeat artwork there, I'm sure. But I like to see new stuff. Welcome in, Mariah Crossley. Welcome in. Good to have you here. I think it's Mariah. So Jason Voorhees getting an early start. I don't know. Yes, I guess he is. Rainey didn't hit the like. You got to hit that like button. He says, will you wait in line 3 hours for the Tron when it opens? No, I won't. I'll try to get, I'm sure Tron, we'll talk about Tron in a little bit, but no, I won't. Festival of the Arts. So there you go. Coming up this weekend, we'll be streaming Saturday. I'm sure everybody will be streaming either Friday or Saturday. So there'll be plenty of content and plenty of places to find it. I did want to go over a couple of things. We'll start talking about all the big things that dropped today. But I want to talk about this first one. That to me, I don't find it to be that big of a deal to me. And I actually kind of didn't like it. I guess maybe because it doesn't really affect us personally. And that's the park reservation changes. So for annual pass holders, AP holders, no longer do you need a reservation from Monday through Friday, or no longer do you need reservations after 2 o'clock, except Magic Kingdom on Saturdays and Sundays. So if you go into the park after 2 o'clock any day of the week, at Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, or Epcot, you don't need a reservation. But Magic Kingdom as well, Monday through Friday, but Saturday and Sunday you do. That's a non-issue to me. I don't feel like that's any different to me because first off, I work Monday through Friday, so I can't get into a park till after 2 o'clock anyway. And by that time, what does it really matter? I don't know. I guess there's a benefit to it, but I would have rather them just said Monday through Friday, you don't need a reservation at all. Saturdays and Sundays, you do. I think I'd have been happier with that more than anything else. But that's just me. I didn't find that news. I think a lot of people thought that was great news. I didn't. And it didn't change the park hopping. You still can't park hop till 1 o'clock, even if you did get in early. So I don't know. I didn't find that one. Maybe somebody can post something in the chat. Maybe I'm missing something. But, Saturdays and Sundays are our main days anyway. And I can't park hop I can't do anything till 1 o'clock. And I still need a reservation on the weekends. I can't just go wherever I want. So it really doesn't affect Melissa and I at all. Yeah, I guess, Cynthia, but I can do that anyway. I mean, to be honest, it's not really been that big of a deal. Caleb, welcome in. Good to have you here. Thanks for being here. I don't know. To me, that one was a non-starter to me. I was like, whatever. Tell me park hoppers are gone. And then, or tell me like Disneyland. Disneyland guests can hop at 11 a.m. now instead of 1 p.m. I would have rather had that. I'd have been happier with that than I am with this one. They also, but theirs have some caveats. It also depends on park capacity at each park. And they also put that the ability is not guaranteed at times. And when the park hopping is allowed, it may change without notice. So I don't know. I didn't think that was all that big of a deal. But again, that's just me. Vicky Pauly said, can you just go for dinner? Then I'm an annual pass holder. But you can kind of do that now by just going in and getting a reservation. But I guess it saves that extra step. I don't know. I don't know. How often am I going to do that? And now I just don't know how often I'm going to do that. Yeah, you can still park hop. If I'm in the park first thing in the morning, I can park hop at 1 o'clock. But if I don't get into the park till after 2, Monday through Sunday at any park but Magic Kingdom, I don't need a pass. I don't know. It didn't seem like that big of a deal to me, but other people thought it was great. I don't know. It didn't to me. They used to have a pass that was just for the latter half of the day to get locals in the evenings. Right. And that's kind of what that is, I guess. Magic Kingdom seems to be the only park you need a reservation for, and that's only on weekends. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you still need a reservation, though. Like if I'm off on a Monday, let's say I want to go to Magic Kingdom, I have to, unless I wait till 2 o'clock, I have to have a reservation. So it's not really doing anything that big of a deal to me. It's only making it in the evenings. So I don't know. Charlie and Stacy, welcome in. But if you're off during the week and it's a Tuesday afternoon and it's 12 o'clock and you want to go into the park, you need a reservation. Or you have to wait till 2 o'clock. And that's just, no thanks. That's only in place for the holidays because prior to the pandemic, the parks reached capacity Christmas to New Year's, and they had phased shutdowns. Yeah, I guess that's why, Rachel. But they did that for years and years and years and years. Where the only time they're really ever going to hit capacity at Magic Kingdom or any of these parks is Christmas Day and New Year's Day. That's it. 2 days out of 365. Not Christmas week. Christmas Day and New Year's Day are the only times they've really ever hit capacity. It does. It stinks. I'm sorry, Claudia. I think I think it's a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. But that's just me. Does the reservation system really calm down the crowds? It looks nuts there, even when the reservation system was in full effect. I agree. I don't know. I guess it is. I guess it could be worse. I don't know. They say they're using it, and maybe they are. It just depends. Some years it is, some years it isn't, Caitlin. I don't remember it ever hitting capacity on 4th of July. I'm not saying it doesn't get close, but I've never heard them close the park to guests on 4th of July before the pandemic. I'd say it's a start. Maybe there will be more. Here's the thing, Andy. If there was more coming, then why didn't they just do it? Why go this route? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm logically looking at it wrong. But to me, I just don't see it. I don't see them doing anything more. I think this is all they're going to give us. The one thing I did like, though, they did say that free self-parking is back at Walt Disney World. So guests with valid reservations will now receive free self-parking again. So, like, let's use Carlos again as an example. Carlos drives down with his family. He stays at Old Key West or wherever he's staying. In the past, or recently, you used to have to pay even if you were staying on property. Now, he doesn't have to pay for that parking at the resort, which is nice. I do like that. I think that's a good one. I'm glad they're doing that. The free parking was big at resorts, but I bet they really cracked down on non-resort guests. I bet they do too. Yeah, staffing has been a big issue at Walt Disney World. But the free parking, I think, is a good step. I like that. I'm glad they're giving that back to folks that are staying on property. If you're staying and you're already paying for the resort, you're paying for your tickets, I don't think you should have to pay for parking. I think that's one they can definitely get back. That's where I thought they were really nickel and diming people. Julie McCowan, welcome in. Good to see you. This is actually changing my plans this trip since I can borrow a car while there. There you go. I mean, why not? Jeff Davis, welcome. Good to see you. Really? I'm surprised at that one. What percentage of park capacity are they running at right now? Does anyone know? No, they don't. Jeff, they don't say. Jeff Snook says, I won't be happy until I am able to buy an annual pass as a DVC owner. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I don't even know if they're ever going to come back. But there you go. So I thought that was good news. I did like that. Do you think they don't want the ticket system to crash in person if the reservation gets lifted quickly? I think of that from the cast member point of view. I don't know, Caitlin. I don't know why I understand the whole point of the reservation system. They like it. They're the only ones that use it, but they like it. They say it helps to control staffing, waste, scheduling, all that stuff. Okay. It is okay. I mean, you did it in the past and you made money. They just want to continue to make more money. Anyway, but that's just me. They're their inequities on the streaming side are affecting the parks, in my opinion. I don't think they ever really want to admit what their actual capacity is if the state even imposes one. I think there definitely has to be a fire code on the parks of what they can have at capacity. I'm sure of it, Sir Euchre. There's got to be. I know it's not an inside building, but there's got to be some kind of capacity. Running something new up the flagpole to see if it will fly or not. Yeah, exactly. I think that's part of it. Horizons, welcome in. I'll miss Harmonious. Wow. Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about that. We did get news that April 3rd, Happily Ever After is coming back. It's the end of Disney Enchantment. How long Happily Ever After sticks around? I hope it's a lot longer than originally stayed, because it really wasn't there that long. I think it debuted in 2019. And then, of course, we had the big pandemic. And then it came back for a little bit. And then it went away for the 50th. And, thank goodness Disney actually listened to us. And with the outcry from people, they are bringing it back. It is an extremely popular show. I think it's the best show they have, Firework show, period. Just my humble opinion. I'm glad it's coming back. They're going to incorporate the projections down Main Street into the Happily Ever After show in some way. I really hope they don't tweak it too much. Sometimes you just got to leave things alone. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Just my opinion. I can't wait for April 3rd. We'll be in the park for that. I've already got the stream thumbnail up on the channel. Do I think they'll move the barges out? We're going to talk about that in just a minute, Andy. But I'm really happy about Happily Ever After coming back. It's Melissa's favorite show. It's my favorite show. I love it. I can't wait. So that's April 3rd. We'll be there for that. I'm really stoked about that. Harmonious is going away. They are bringing back Epcot Forever, also April 3rd. So April 2nd will be the last day for Harmonious. And the barges are going away. They have confirmed that over time, they're going to be taking the barges out. I think that's a big deal. I'm glad of that. It will be neat to have meaningful shows back in the parks. I agree. I think hopefully this means that they'll maybe down the road we'll have a nighttime parade again. I think Happily After will be a mashup of the original and Enchantment. I hope not, Andy, because Enchantment was not good at all. They shouldn't change anything other than just adding projections in some way, which shouldn't take much to do. I'm sad Harmonious is going away. I really love that show. Gina, welcome in, Gina Diz. I wish I shared your sentiment. I'm not a fan of Harmonious at all. I like it better than Disney Enchantment, but I wasn't a real big fan of it. I'm not a fan of Epcot Forever either. I kind of wish they would just bring Illuminations back or something along those lines. We will see what that means. Yeah, but the barges are going away. The talkers are going away. I think that's good news as well. Yeah, I can't wait too, Cheryl. There was a time when Disney used to care about line of sight on things. The barges really kind of took from that. They seem to not care as much with line of sight when they put those barges in. They really are an eyesore when it comes to the beauty of what makes World Showcase so great. They really used to take attention to detail. I mean, even Tower of Terror, which you can see from Epcot, if you're looking at Morocco, it looks like it's part of the Morocco Pavilion. They took all that into account. They used to really make line of sight something that was really, really important. Somebody was saying, I was watching a show earlier today. Somebody was talking about if you think about Tomorrowland at Magic Kingdom, the only thing you can see outside of Tomorrowland is the Contemporary. Well, that's on purpose. Contemporary is part of Tomorrowland. It blends in with it. That's all part of that line of sight thing. But when they put those big barges out there, that really kind of takes away from that. So I'm glad they're going away. Jennifer Caruso, welcome in. Diana, welcome in. I won't agree. Glad the barges are going. Me too. I don't like the show. I'm not a fan of the show. It's colorful and it's pretty, but it just doesn't mesh. It doesn't have any feeling. Illuminations, you used to get misty-eyed. Happily Ever After, you have emotion with that show. That's Harmonious and Disney Enchantment. I don't feel anything great here. Hey, Ray J, welcome in. Good to have you here. Yeah, I was talking about this the other day. People were really upset when Wishes went away and Happily Ever After replaced it. But people moved on very quickly because it was replaced with something that was quality. It was replaced with something that was very, very good. And as long as they replace it with something that's good, it'll work. And that's all you really have to do. You just got to replace it with something that's going to be of good quality, and people will move on. And that's what you have to do. Charlie and Stacey, let's go back to the shows that were in 20 years that were there 20 years ago. The new kids won't know them, and the older folks love them and have had a break. They could be used again for another 10 years. They could, but they won't do that. I don't know. I think these shows, I'll go out of my way to go to Magic Kingdom to see Happily Ever After. We never stayed for Disney Enchantment. We watched it once, and if we're in the park, okay, if it's going off, it's going off. But I'm not going down to Main Street to purposely get in a spot to watch Harmonious or to get into a spot to watch Disney Enchantment. I didn't do it. Happily Ever After, we did it. We found a spot. We wanted to be ready for it. Again, but it's different for everybody. Line of sight kind of went away when you could see the swan and dolphin from and they were talking about that. I can't remember what I was watching earlier. I think it was the Diz Unplugged was talking about that. And it's true. It's true. I love the Wishes. I wish they would bring that back. See, there you go. Wishes was a good show, but I thought it was replaced with something of high quality. If something's not replaced of high quality, then that's when the fans really revolt and they get really, really PO'd. That's why even as much as like Leanne doesn't like Runaway Railway over at Hollywood Studios because it replaced Great Movie Ride, a lot of people are okay with it now because it was replaced with something of quality. If you don't replace it with something quality, people would still be pretty PO'd that Great Movie Ride was gone. Welcome into Super Tone Man. Good to see you back in here. Disney Disney in a way is not paying much attention to some of the beauty that make the parks bring in the people. I agree. Guys, 10 likes to 100, says Sony Key 4K. Welcome and thank you for that. Thanks for the show, Walt. Lots of great info. Sure, of course. Yeah, I agree, Jennifer. I think it's just an emotional show. It really is. I don't see it happening, Charlie. They're making money hand over fist with Genie Plus. People are buying it like crazy. It's one of the reasons why the parks are so profitable right now. I don't see them messing with that. Yeah, that's a good idea, Caitlin, for sure. But Happily Ever After is coming back. Harmonious is going away. Disney Enchantment's going away. Epcot Forever is coming back, at least for a period of time. Again, as that go-between show until the next show over at Epcot gets in there. But the big news of the day, I just think this is big news. We knew it was coming, but Disney, when they drop news in bunches, and they did today with all this different news. Is Tron April 4th is the opening day. That's opening day. So cast member previews, annual pass holder previews, DVC previews are all coming prior to that. But this is big news that it's April 4th. A lot of people were thinking maybe March 21st or April 21st. And actually, I didn't, they posted another kind of cryptic message this morning before they dropped the big news. They put 4-4. It just didn't click. If I wish it had, because then it would have been like, oh yeah, that makes sense. It's going to be April 4th. But they really gave it away when they did the one today, the 4-4. But it didn't click with me. Diana said, yeah, like the newer version of Figment replacement. Original was way better. Yeah. Sometimes if you got to really make sure that if you're going to replace something that's beloved, whatever is replacing it, it better knock it out of the park, or you're going to have a revolt on your hands. Tiana's Bayou Adventure, it better be phenomenal, or people are really going to be PO'd. Brianna Osborne, welcome in. Good to have you here. Matt's here. Simba 2 in the house. Good to see you. April 4th seems a way off for a ride that seems almost done. Well, you know what though, Matt? They did that with Remy. Remember, Remy was done in March, and they said, all right, we'll see you in October. They waited till October, October 1st for the 50th to launch that one. Hey, Jeff and Angela, welcome in. This is Our Dream, one of our partner channels right there. They'll be live on Thursday with our pals. Be sure to check them out. Good to have you guys here. Are plus size people going to be able to ride Tron is the question. Well, Rachel, I can tell you they used to have for a while that they had the vehicles out front where you could sit in them. I can't answer that question. I'm assuming they will. The conventional wisdom seems to be that with the end of the 50th and the end of Revenge Travel, the parks will be less crowded by summer. We can hope. Well, I guess that is the consensus, because Disney is obviously seeing that way. because they have all sorts of discounts going on for the summer. And normally Disney does not do discounts unless they need to do discounts. Why would they? Walt, are you going to ride Splash Mountain on Sunday? Figure it'll be our last ride ever on it that day. Yes. So you could probably, yes. We're probably going to ride it Sunday at the park. Charlie, as they say, I hope they focus on family and enjoyment more, cut down on all the tech stuff and get people off their phones again. All the apps force everyone to be on their phones all the time. Not good. Not good or fun. I agree. Too much fun stuff. I hope they get away from it too. We need to get back to just enjoying the parks and not doing this the whole time. So many times I see this in the park the entire time, and people run into you. They're not paying attention. They're on their phone the whole time. I agree 100%. That's got to go away. But Tron, April 4th, I'm sure cast members are going to be very soon. Annual pass holders, DVC members, keep an eye on your emails. You're probably going to get an invitation to possibly do some cast member previews and stuff like that. Pass holder, DVC previews are coming, I'm sure. Be sure to check for that. I don't know, and I'm wondering what everybody thinks in the chat. I want you guys to let me know what you think. Handhelds aren't going to be allowed, I'm pretty sure, on Tron. I think it's almost impossible to do it on Tron. But like Jeff or me or whoever else, I don't see us being able to stream Tron unless somebody's got a GoPro and they put it right here. Because even on your chest, remember, you're leaning forward. So the only thing I'm going to be looking at, if it's a chest GoPro, is you're going to be looking at the ground. It's got to be something up here where you can put a headband GoPro, I would assume, so you can be looking out when you're riding, if they even allow that. So we'll have to see. Tron's trains have an upright seating car on the very back for accessibility, including size, I'm sure. But there you go. That's good. Oh, yeah, I'm sure Jeff will ride it too. Absolutely. Yes, they have a traditional seat on the last row for the train so that you can sit in other seats. There you go. Good. So there you go. So that's good. AB says, have fun and enjoy Ray. Oh, yeah, right. He's going. That's right. That's awesome. Choose to be on the last car of the train. You sit upright. If you can choose. I don't know if they'll let me. Yes, I'm sure only the GoPro, but we will see. Yeah, I don't see how it's even possible to be able to hold the stream. Because for one, you've got to hold on like this, and they kind of put it so you have to be leaning down. I don't see how I could be leaning down and do this the whole way. I would think I would drop it. When I'm on Everest or when I was on Space Mountain or I'm on Big Thunder, I'm holding it with two hands because I can. I can't do that on Tron. I really think that they're going to do the same thing on Tron that they're doing on Space Mountain, where they say no handhelds. That's my humble opinion. I think that's what they're going to do. I'm looking into it actually as we speak. I'm looking into a GoPro. I want to ride Tron with Melissa Walt. You're right. Nope. Sorry, Ray. She's not riding it. Movie Mania Nick, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. It's in the chime in the middle of something. Oh, no problem. No problem at all, Debbie. Let's see if I can see who else is here. Julie says, thank you, Jennifer Cruz. I was trying to pick the right words. My grandparents took me to Disney in the 70s. It's one place I go and feel their presence. Nice. Very good. And what did I miss, Jennifer? I'm sorry if I missed your comment. You can always repost there. I'll try to catch up. My chat's not running right today. See, heard a rumor of lockers for Tron. No rumor. It's real. They have lockers. Yeah, they definitely have lockers. So and to be honest with you, there's really nowhere to put all your stuff. You have to use a locker. Portable head camera like those that you can get for streaming on a bike. Yes, exactly. That's kind of what we're looking into. Let's see. Lockers are pretty difficult at Universal. I hope Disney comes up with a good system for Tron. I don't know how they're going to do it, but a locker's a locker. Either way, you're going to have to wait till one's open, wait your turn to get in there and put your stuff in. I just hope they're free. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it, but there's. I don't know that there's a perfect system with lockers, especially when you're talking about something like this. Now, what Disney will do different is they have the virtual queue, which helps a little bit, but even then, everybody's got to put their stuff in lockers. So there's always going to be a crowd at those lockers. I don't see how they're going to make that any different. I don't. But again, I don't know until we get there. But We'll find out soon enough. I really think that ultimately, with April being April 4th, being the opening date, I think we'll probably start getting cast member previews first week of February. Annual pass holders, DVC members, VIPs, and stuff like that into March, February and March. And then maybe somebody asked about this earlier today. They sent me over. I think it was Charlie sent me a text saying, "Do you think they'll do any soft openings?" They might. They might. And I think they'll do at least probably a couple weeks of annual pass holder and DVC previews. Same for cast members. So I think it's coming. I'm sure media is going to have a couple days as well. So I probably say the beginning of February is when they'll start doing these previews. We'll see though. Diana says, I missed it. Let me go back. She says, I'm looking forward to riding Tron, love Guardians of the Galaxy attraction, and expecting to love Tron too. Me too. I'm interested to see what Tron's going to give me that that Guardians doesn't. But we'll see. Maybe if we get enough adult beverages and you and Melissa, maybe Space Mountain, maybe Tron. Nope. Sorry, Ray. Melissa's not going to be drinking, buddy. I'm still hoping for Gorilla Focus Group test next week. Nice. I don't think it's going to be bad, Al. Not for the POV. No, I think it'll be fine if I can do it. Again, I don't know what they're going to allow. Rachel says probably be like Universal, free small lockers for duration of the wait for the ride and paid lockers for bigger ones. Again, unfortunately, I think you're probably right. I still don't think it should be something you have to pay for. You're making me put it in a locker. I don't want to put it in the locker. You're making me. I wonder if they make people use lockers in Shanghai. Anyone know? I don't know. I don't know if they do or not. Ray J, I don't know if you're still in here. I don't know if you've been to Shanghai or if anybody has. Do they make you use lockers in Shanghai? That's a good question. Really good question. Yes, I did, Scott. I did see the Ant-Man trailer. Wasn't overly floored by it. I was really hoping to be. It was neat to see MODOK in there. But overall, I was a little underwhelmed by it. I still want to see the movie. I'm hoping we're going to get some more major reveals, and they're just kind of hiding them. But the trailer, I like the actual teaser trailer better than I like the main trailer. But I did watch it, yes. Do you think they'll work with Magic Bands? That's a good one, Victor. I think it should work with Magic Bands. I think you should just tap your band and your locker opens. And obviously, once it's open and you put your stuff in it, it locks. And the only way to do it, unlock it, is with your band. I think that could work. I haven't even seen the movie Tron, so really the whole thing isn't that exciting to me. Sorry, y'all. No, you know what? Angela, here's the thing. I've seen Tron. The first Tron movie, I'm not a big fan of at all. It's okay. It's not great. Tron Legacy was okay. It wasn't great. But I'm really excited for the ride. And same thing with Avatar. People love Avatar. I'm not a fan of Avatar at all. The first movie, I didn't like it. The second one, I haven't even gone to see. But I love Flight of Passage. So you don't necessarily have to have that connection to the movie to enjoy the ride. I think you would probably, you're not a thrill seeker. You don't like thrill rides. So I get it in that respect. But whether or not you do or don't know the movie, I don't think it has anything to do with whether or not you would or wouldn't like the ride. I don't like the movie Tron just like Avatar, but I love Flight of Passage. Yeah, exactly, Cynthia. That's how I am too. I'm the same way. A Shanghai rules to ride Tron is that you must be sober. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess you could see. I don't know though. That kind of worries me. I hope there's not a way for you to be able to fall out of that. Tron's an incredible film. It left me mesmerized. Really? Okay. I remember the Tron arcade game. I hated it. I could never play it. I was never good at it. I always got killed right away. Be glad you haven't seen Avatar. Well, I don't know. A lot of people said it was good. It's not my thing, but I think a lot of people have. Yeah, see, Tina's never seen it. Still loves the ride. Yeah, the ride's great. It really. If Avatar wasn't a movie, even if that was just a ride, that would be really cool. I do like Guardians, the movie, so not able to ride the ride is a bummer, but I'm not brave enough to do it. Angela, I'm telling you, Melissa thought the same thing. I think you could do it. I really do. Are you hearing anything about Moana timeframe? Yes, end of the year. That's it. That's all they've given us right now. And I don't expect to hear anything about it until probably June or July, to be honest with you. I think they're really going to ride the coattails of Tron, Happily Ever After, Epcot Forever, all this stuff they're breaking news on us today. I think they're going to ride the coattails of all this into the late summer. And then late summer is when they'll break the news of the the middle of Epcot Celebration or whatever it's called, that area, World Celebration. I think that's when they'll break the news on that. They said late 2023. And I think July or August is when we'll get some sort of date for that. Adam K., welcome in. The first Avatar movie is really the story of Pocahontas. Yeah, kind of. The second Tron movie was probably more exciting than the first one, but I like them both. There you go. Even with Tron opening, Test Track remains the fastest ride on property. Yeah, it gets up to like 60-something miles an hour, doesn't it? That makes sense. Megan Burrick, welcome in. Megan says, it says online there are lockers for Shanghai Tron outside the ride entrance. Makes sense. Our daughter, Abby, loves Harry Potter, so Universal is amazing for her. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Antonio, welcome in. You think the dining plan is going to come back? I know about the gift card. DVC people can't get it. Well, DVC people couldn't get the dining plan either, if I remember correctly. And the other DVC people, folks that are in here, correct me if I'm wrong, but we couldn't get the regular dining plan too. I don't think the dining plan is coming back anytime soon. I think that's why they're doing this gift card. It's some sort of way, again, for them to appease people. But I don't think the dining plan is coming back anytime soon, because why do this if you plan on bringing it back? We've already waited this long. Looking forward to celebrating Disney 100th anniversary. Then, yeah. Well, hopefully they do more, Steve, for the 100th than they did for the 50th. Angela, I loved it, and I get queasy on rides, but I didn't on Guardians. Just try to look around. Don't try to look around. Right, exactly. I agree. Julie says, my hubs and 18-year-old watched Avatar last night. It was a miracle because they frequently bump heads. Wow, there you go. Let's see who else we got. G. Wilson, what up, G? Glad parking is free now at the resorts. Would have saved me. Yeah, hey, it's a big save. That's a big savings. I agree 100%, G. Wilson. 100%. Really creative travel. Welcome in, Blaine. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while in the stream. Good to have you here. You could buy the dining plan. You could buy the dining plan, but you always pay full price, never free dining. Okay, see, I didn't even think it was available for us. Or maybe it was just we couldn't get free dining. Okay. Okay, DVC did get it. Okay, I couldn't remember, but we couldn't get free dining. Maybe that's what Tina was saying. Okay, I knew it was something we couldn't get. Patrick, Julian, welcome and good evening, Walt, and to the rest of the crew here on the Mouse Talk channel. Must have forgotten about Melissa. Mustn't forget about Melissa. Yes, for sure. You could do it, Angela. I know you could. Mr. Cruise Fever, welcome and good to have you here as well. But Tron, April 4th, I think that's going to be a really busy day. We're staying on property. I booked this property for the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th at Old Key West, so we'll be able to get into the park early that day. We'll be able to get early park entrance, which will be really nice. We'll be able to get our leg up on that a little bit. Hopefully, we'll have the GoPro by then, and if we do, we're trying to get one that's going to be able to let us go live. So hopefully, we'll be able to do opening day. If we get a cast member preview with Mason, we're trying to talk him into doing it. Or if we get a DVC preview and we're able to do it, we'll try to do it for that as well. But I really have to be careful because even if they allow a handheld, I don't know that I could do it. I don't. Not riding it. I'd have to ride it one time first and then say, yes, I can do this, or no, I can't. And if I ride it during that preview, I'm not going to be able to ride it again, and then it's a lost cause. So I'm really hoping to get the GoPro, put it on my head up here on the forehead, and show it to you that way. But, that's just me. We'll have to see. We'll see. Yes, that's what I was saying. We could get it, but never free. Okay, that's what it was. We couldn't get it free. Nice. Going to be on property the 21st to the 28th of April. Nice. Very nice. Well, it's going to make me break down and buy that GoPro. Oh, yeah. Buy yourself a GoPro, Sir Euchre. Absolutely. We're going to get one. We're going to get one. Jeff's seeing Avatar 2 today, so we'll see. Nice. Very good. There you go. That's awesome. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. All right, guys. Well, we are coming up on 9 o'clock. We're going to have an abbreviated show tonight. Got a lot going on. But I like I said, I apologize for going a little bit late. But we will be live on Saturday at the Epcot Festival of the Arts. First day for us. It'll be the second day of the actual festival. So I'm glad for that. We'll be doing that on Saturday. Sunday, of course, we'll be at Magic Kingdom. We're going to ride Splash Mountain one last time. We're going to look again at more updates on Tron, seeing what that's looking like. We're going to have a blast with that. So I'm hoping you guys can join us. Again, you'll start to see some streams not happen on Saturdays because Melissa and I are going to start venturing out to other things, doing some vlogging. You're going to start seeing more vlogging. Just want to remember to keep everybody in mind for that. Thank you for all the likes today, guys. We hit 118 likes. You guys are amazing. Like I said, I'm sorry if I sound like a Debbie Downer on the reservation systems, this, that, and the other. It's very important to me that Disney is held to a certain standard for the amount of money that we pay, folks. We pay a lot of money to go to these parks. We really do. All of us do. We pay a lot of money for the resorts. We pay a lot of money for the food, the merchandise, the tickets. We have to make sure that we hold them accountable to be as quality driven as the prices that they're making us pay. And that's why I do it. Thanks for the information and fun evening. I have a Disney Day. Good to see you. So it's not that I'm trying to be a Debbie Downer, but what I am trying to do is I'm also not trying to be a cheerleader for Disney. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to turn a blind eye just because I want to be, hunky-dory, bells and whistles. It's not about that. It's about if they're doing something right, we tell you they're doing it right. But if they're not, we're going to tell you what we think. See, yes, it will be nice to run over after work and not worry about it. See, and to me, Jeff and Angel, we very rarely do that. So this doesn't mean anything to us. And see, that's the difference here. Like for Jeff and Angel, that's big. That's a big thing. But for Melissa and I, we very rarely go to the parks during the week. So having that no reservation after 2 o'clock, who cares? It doesn't matter to us. And on the weekends, we don't get it on the weekends, and we're usually early morning streamers anyway. And it doesn't matter, But again, that's why it's going to be good for some. It's not going to be good for others. I want them to change the park hopping to noon from 12. I think it should be 11. Nancy, I agree with you. From noon to 2. I think it's 1 right now. Now it's 1 o'clock, but I think it should be 11 o'clock. Just like they're doing. That's what they're doing in Disneyland. Why can't they do that here? Thanks, Jeff. Jeff Connon, good to see you, buddy. I try to be. I'm respectful. I'm not trying to rant. I'm not trying to put them down. I'm just trying to give my opinion on what I see. And I like to be able to be that guy that always says, let's take a step back and look at the big picture of what news has been announced. And that's why I try to do that. Diane, I appreciate that. Yeah, I hear you. We don't do it too often, but it's nice that we can. And for me, Angela, what I look at is I've had very few times. The reservation, you're right. It's more of a convenient. It's more of a convenience thing. But I've had very few times where making that park reservation where I don't get it. Not too often do I not get it. Yeah, and maybe you would, and that's a very good, Angel. That's a really good point. Maybe you will do it more if you don't have to do a reservation in the evening. That's a good point. For us, it's not going to change. Now I know we're moving a little further away, so now even less so. Are we going to come over during the week? But I don't know that it would be that different for us. And not having to. We're still not going to go over. We're home. We're homebodies. We like to be at the house. We do. We like to be home. We like our house. I guess that's why. But we like to be at the house. Hey, Robert Denoyer, welcome in. So we like to be here. We like to watch TV, just relax. We don't want to run out all the time. So I guess that's probably another reason why for us it's not as big a deal. The park hopping is the big deal. I really wish they would change that, because if I get in at 8 o'clock at Magic Kingdom, if I spend 4 hours, it's only 12. I'd like to go to another park. I don't want to have to wait till 1, 2 o'clock to go to that next park. So who knows? Hey, Jan, welcome in. You're never super grumpy, but you aren't fake positive all the time. That's one of the many reasons I keep watching nonstop. Thank you, Jan. I appreciate you saying that. Not needing a reservation in the afternoon is awesome. See, there you go. Jennifer likes it. There you go. That's good. See, to me, again, we're usually there in the mornings anyway. We're morning people with Magic Kingdom. We're rope drop people. By 2 o'clock, we're usually heading home, not going. So I think that's part of the reason why. A person can't get a reservation to Disney World, they go straight to Universal. They might. They certainly will. We love popping in after work. It's a hassle sometimes to get a reservation at the park. We want later. This will help us a lot. There you go. You're right. See, Charlie and Stacy, they go a lot. It's big for them. That's the important thing. I hope we'll be more homebodies with a new house. Our house now still feels like a vacation home. I understand that. I totally get it. Checked park hopping. It's still 2 p.m. They really need to allow park hopping soon. I agree, Nancy. They do. I don't understand that at all. I just don't. That's the one for me. If they had said to me park hopping is going from 2 to 11, I'd have been jumping up and down. I'd have been so happy. Even if reservations stayed the same, that was the bigger issue to me. I'll live with the reservation system. I don't want to have to wait till 2 o'clock to park hop. I just don't. Anyway, all right, gang. Well, thank you again for being here. Again, let's do some quick stuff. Again, this weekend, please remember, Saturday morning, Epcot's Festival of the Arts will be there for that. Be sure to join us for that. Sunday will be at Magic Kingdom. One last time, we're going to be riding the one, the only Splash Mountain. So you got to join us for that last one. Be sure to check out Dean over at the Live Place, theliveplace.com for family-friendly streams. 24/7, he is there. You're looking for a certain streamer, certain day of the week, certain time, certain genre, because it's not all Disney over there. Be sure to check out Dean over at the Live Place. Check out Magic and the Mouse Radio for 24/7 Disney music as well. Our partner channels are Steve's World, Disney Dan, Dis Our Dream, Pete McDevitt. Pete's live every day with sports-related games, play-by-play, things of that nature. He does Disney on Friday nights, I think. Dis Our Dream is live on Thursdays, with streaming with our pals, and of course over the weekends as well. Disney Dan is hopefully going to be coming back with me very, very soon for our Disney movie reviews. And of course, Steve's World does just another Monday nights. Check out Steve at Steve's World as well. And also a shout out to Charlie and Stacy, the Disney Nerd Herders. Check them out on Wednesdays at 7 with Not Quite Ready for Prime Time. They are not a partner channel, but they're about as close to being a partner channel as you can be. They're going to be live, I think, for the park tomorrow night. So be sure to check them out. They are awesome friends as well. Members, thank you to all of our members for your extra generosity and loyalty. Being able to do what we do is due to your generosity. We're not able to do what we do without it, whether it be the super chats, whether it be the memberships. The memberships are incredibly such a huge thing, and we're just so honored and grateful for that. So thank you for that. Mods, as usual, you always do a wonderful job. Dreamer Deborah, welcome in. Good to have you here. I'll have to rewind while I had a busy day. No, Deborah, don't even worry about it. Good to see you, though. But thank you to our mods. Mods, you guys do a great job, like as always. We love you guys. We are the best mods out there. But guys, we'll be back this weekend. We hope to see you on our streams this weekend. Again, I think it's 8:30 or 9 o'clock on Saturday, 8 o'clock to 8:30 on Sunday. Check out the thumbnails. They're all out there. I'm sure I'll see you guys in other streams, whether it be Charlie and Stacy tomorrow or Dis Our Dream on Thursday or whoever it might be. I'll be popping in and out of streams. I'll say hi to you guys. Be sure to say hi back. Love talking to all of you. But Happy New Year, everybody. Enjoy these changes. Tron's right around the corner. It won't be long now. Happily ever after. Woohoo! All the fun stuff is coming. I know this is hopefully the turn of the tide for Disney to be back to the way we used to have it. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye, gang. Have a good night.